It's amazing when we watch shows today. You have to have so many uh, LGBT, gays, homosexuals. There's so many different terminologies today,
Yeah.
or the production doesn't get done.
Why is that such a big deal in Hollywood? That's the one thing I always try to understand. Why is LGBTQ plus such, or why is Hollywood so liberal? Why is Hollywood so left leaning? And constantly concentrating on that type of policy. If somebody, is conservative or moderate, not even a conservative. They can be a Democrat and be a moderate and not be accepted in Hollywood. What's the reason in that? I never understood that.
I don't know. I think it's more of, like, guess what message that you're trying to put out? It's like when you watch the Cosby Show.
Uh-huh.
Do you ever see black families of that success? Of the kids aren't screw-ups, rappers, in drugs, training. So the Cosby Show was a positive show that minorities can learn from and watch.
And then it had
Because
a terrible...
Are there any on television today?
Yeah,
I don't mean cable. You can put anything on cable.
Yeah.
But nothing positive. So now everybody's being raised by everything's okay. They're not called LGBT. Now the new term is
All inclusive.
they.
They. Oh, they.
They're
oh,
called they.
The pronouns.
So
Okay.
Hollywood used to create content to entertain people. Now they create content with a narrative to push it on
Yes.
people. And that's why you go through Netflix, you're looking and you go, what the f-? You watched 5 minutes. This is trash. I'm
Like
not watching
white,
this.
White Lotus we were talking about.
Yeah,
Right.
when Schwarzenegger's son was making out with his brother, and then the next, and I stopped watching it,
Yeah.
and then the next episode he was jerking him off, his brother.
Well, I spoke to someone the other day about I don't need to see Batman waking up with Robin.
Yeah,
And I saw Batgirl, the new series. She's sleeping with another girl. So, I mean, I don't know if we're trying to
Do
change
you think
the...
that's intentional? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Of course
Do
it
you
is.
think is that intentional to change the society, the outlook, the way of thinking?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because
To ruin the society?
I wouldn't call it ruin. I would say that it's just changing it as far as I'm more male, female, raising children.
Okay.
They want to say now it's okay if it's two men or two women.
Yeah, but if it's more 2 men and 2 women, we didn't have any kids, and their business is gonna die sooner or
Yeah,
later.
but you can always
Adopt.
adopt. You can also injections. It doesn't have to be a physical thing
No,
anymore.
I get that.
Right.
We understand.
Right.
We understand. All of that. But the intent of constantly brainwashing and sending this message of, like you were saying,
Right.
this is the new way of life. This is okay. What is the purpose? Why are we constantly trying to trash the minds of people in such ways?
I would think because people, they want to like throw a comparison on the fact that, well, look at how much male and female divorces. Look how many, So I don't look at it as that way. I think that it's not the two people that are involved in it. It's more of what you're trying to, I guess, maybe raise or in society, which we've lived on for centuries and centuries and centuries.
Yeah.
And just because it didn't work had nothing to do because it was male and female, because you will have the same arguments if it's two women. You'll have the same arguments
Absolutely.
and distrust if it's two men.
Absolutely.
So, but my main issue is how these things affect children.
Absolutely.
did you have both your parents?
Yes,
growing
I
up?
did.
So we always talk about this. And I said the breakdown of the nuclear family, where there's nobody watching what the kids are watching what the kids are doing. There was a grassroots song, and in the line it said back in the early '70s, and I was playing it. Don't step on the grass, Sam. Don't be such an ass. My mother said, "What did they just say? Don't you ever listen to that again." Now today, you got guys talking about killing. Being a pimp and killing prostitutes, and everybody's going like this. Yeah. I mean, what the f- is going on here in society? So we need to get. I think Hollywood is capitalizing on the thing because we all remember being little kids and seeing Playboy or whatever and being like, oh yeah, I want more of that.
Right.
They're feeding on no parental supervision anymore because mom and dad have to work and they all want the new car every so many years and shit like that. And they're not paying attention to the kids.
But this ultimately trickles down to the studios. The studios have to approve these scripts, these movies, this messaging. You know, for one moment, I think Superman was going to come out gay.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
What I heard.
But
yes.
you can't say
Yeah, you can't say Tim
you
Wells.
can't say
say
yeah.
You can't say,
no,
No.
little person.
oh, shit.